Hey darlings, today we're going to talk about how stuff takes time. So in our culture, we see so much of get results fast now. And we hear success stories about people who have done something amazing in a very short amount of time. Like maybe someone's only trained like a month from couch to marathon or stuff like that. Like we're bombarded with it. And I think when things take time, we feel like we're a failure because we haven't just boom gotten our goal, or we give up partway through. And I just want to tell you, like I said, stuff takes time and it's okay for it to take time. And a lot of times it can be it can be good for it to take a while. My dog is being herself. And I notice for me, like it takes quite a while to get into a new habit and to feel more comfortable with it. And like that's so tricky. So the book, 12-Week Year, that me and my partner have read, and we're working through doing I think it's our second 12-week year. They talk about the different stages of habit change. And I can't remember what they're all called. The first one is like this happy excitement. You're thinking about your goals. You're thinking about what you're going to get once you do whatever habit changes. You're all pumped. And so that kind of helps you get that momentum. But then after a while, you start to feel the difficulty of the habit. And they call it the pit of despair. Because you're doing this new habit, and there's probably something difficult about it because you probably would have been doing it before if it was easy. And you're not maybe yet seeing the results, or maybe not a lot of results. And so you're just in this like blah spot of trying and not getting the good stuff. And it's so easy to give up. And like I said, especially if that's taking a while, because we might think, oh, why am I not getting this yet? But it's okay. You just have to keep pushing through and trusting that it will work out. And I know that's so hard and difficult. Like for me, being an author, you know, you hear about these people that are like overnight successes. You hear about these people where it's just boom, suddenly they've sold 1 million copies or whatever. And it's like, whoa, that's amazing. And if I am not anywhere, words? My brain just totally shut down there for a second. My things beeping. Totally lost my train of thought. That's fun. It's sunny out. I don't know. Got distracted. I'm just gonna leave this in here so you can see me totally lose my train of thought. But yeah, habit change. Oh, writing, yeah, if it takes you time, if you are not just suddenly boom, I have sold thousands of copies, you know, if I haven't done that, then I'm a failure. You know, like what is wrong with me that I haven't suddenly achieved this amazing thing? Yeah, for most of us, it takes time. Unfortunately, that's not sexy, that's not fun, and I feel like that's the case for so many things. I feel like even for like finding a partner, I feel like there's so much like inner work to do. I mean, like yes, you might happen to find someone right away. Like a lot of it's chance, but I feel like so much of it is working on ourselves and making sure we're the best us that we can be, and healing any sort of past wounds that are dogging us. Weight loss or putting on muscle or any sort of body change generally takes time, and that is one where you want it to take time, because usually the people who do the slow, consistent changes are the ones that maintain those changes. And when you are just suddenly like shoving yourself into a completely new eating regime, completely new eating habit diet, something, and like a very intense workout program, it can be a lot, and it can be so easy to stop, and it can be bad for your body too. Your body can be like, what the heck are you doing to me? What the heck? That's how it goes. Because I have done a lot of different habit changes over my life, and it is like those slow, consistent ones. And even still, it can be this drag. It can be this just like, ugh, why am I doing this again? And when we don't see those just immediate results, it's just so easy to want to quit. And it just takes, it's trust. It honestly, I feel like that's the big thing. It's trusting that it will work out. So for me, for being a writer, for being a narrator, it's trusting that at some point I will sell more, you know, because I've sold some. So that's cool. Felt like completely at, you know, a big old zero or anything. But it's just keeping on, keeping on. It's just that grind. And I mean, luckily I love what I do, but ideally, you know, you want to see those numbers. You want to see them climbing up. And I know even on YouTube, I will see things where it's like, oh, this is how I made 10 grand a month selling my blah, blah, blah. And if you go in thinking that might happen, I mean, luckily I was like, I feel like that's probably very rare. But yeah, if you go into it thinking like, oh my gosh, I'm going to make 6 figures my first years, like boom, just oh yeah, like knocking it out of the park, like you might be a little sad, you might be a little disappointed. Not to say that you can't do that, I mean sometimes you can, but you know, I know for me at least I can be really hard on myself. It's something I work on every day to not do. But yeah, stuff takes time. It does. Because like I was saying, writing. I write. I try to write and narrate or do some sort of audio thing every day. I have my goals for the week of how much I try to do. And that can be tricky because I work full time, and so I try to fit that in. And then I try to do my social media every day, or Monday, Wednesday, Fridays for YouTube. And, you know, that's a thing. And I'm like just starting to kind of get used to it a bit. Like I keep waiting until the last last minute a lot of the times. It's not great. So I want to get better about doing it earlier, but it's just learning more about yourself and then eating better. It's this constant journey of figuring out, okay, what do I like to eat? What feels good in my body? What do I have time to make? What can I afford? And yeah, it takes a bit. And then even working out, got the weight set behind that chair over there, figuring out like, oh yeah, like how can I get swole and how can I take care of my body but be kind to my body and not push it, because there's times where I just want to be like, okay, I'm going to do like really intense intermittent fasting. I'm going to eat like 1 meal a day, or I'm going to fast for 3 days, or I'm going to do whatever, or I'm going to cut out all of whatever food, or I'm going to stop eating this or that. Like that doesn't generally go with the best for me. It's just being very gentle with myself. Maybe like, I'm going to eat a little bit less. Just that, yeah. Wow. My brain today. I'm going to be done because I have to take my dog for a jog. Speaking of consistent, because it's really hot out, but it's Monday, and I jog Monday, Wednesday, Fridays so far. So I'm going to put on my big girl panties. I'm not. I'm going to put on my big girl bra. And I'm going to go for a jog. And it's 80 degrees. And like I said, I'm Minnesotan, so I'll tell my family I love them. And hopefully I'll see you on Wednesday. If I don't, it's because I died in the heat.